Okay, and before I start talking, I'm going to go share the Opportunity Live Party on Facebook, on Morgan's page or Amber's page or Nadia's, since they're all on. Let me do that really quickly, and then y'all can go to my page or your enrollers page and share the live video. Let me see if they're live. Yes. What it is we do and how you can make money with us. Okay. So go share that video if you have not, because I can tell y'all from these Opportunity Live parties, every single time I'm on one or I share them, because we do them bi-weekly, they are, I think that's the right word, like every other week, they're incredible. So they always help me get potential distributors. People are just like always curious about what it is. So go share that video. Before I forgot to talk about that, that's what I wanted to share. Anyways, I'm really excited to talk about this tonight because the main topic that I personally love is money. Not even like my dominant color isn't even red, it's yellow and blue, but I'm red too. And so red is my third color, but it's pretty up there with yellow. And so I love everything about like money, making money. And it's not necessarily like money motivates me. It's not like, oh, a $10,000 paycheck motivates me. It's what that money can do for me that motivates me. And that's what it should do for you. And so I think a lot of us, like sometimes we don't realize and we don't see how much money we can make within this company. And being a VIP in this company, being able to reach the top ranks and being able to sit here and work with the top leaders and be able to be on calls with the CEO and Cami and all of them, I get the insights on a lot of things. And I can tell you guys that like our company just keeps doing better and better things. And so I want y'all to really, really utilize this. Also, nobody's camera is on, and that's totally fine if you can't have it on. But also, I feel like I'm talking to myself. This is super weird for me to always ask, but can y'all turn y'all's cameras on if you can? If not, that's fine. I can speak to myself. I can talk to a brick wall if I need to. But basically, I love everything about talking about money. So I want y'all to utilize the things that we have, and I want y'all to utilize the tools, and I want y'all to win with us. Like that's what our company is all about. We're all about working together and being a team together. And I hope and pray that y'all feel that and that y'all see that. You know that if you text me, if I can't text back and then you text someone in the group chat, people are going to talk to you because we're all a team here. We are literally all together. And so we want to all make money together. We all want to be at the top. It's not like, oh, I want to make all this money from you guys. That's not how it works. Okay. I want y'all to win with me. So that's the main topic for tonight. But before the main topic, I talk about that. One topic that I feel like is really, really important, and one topic I feel like needs to be addressed is personal development. I've talked to some of you, and not all of you guys, but sometimes like we all will talk and, I'm like, how are y'all doing? What's up? Like what's up for the week? And you're like, oh, I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm not really in the best mood. And I'm like, well, why not? And the first question I ask is, have you done your personal development? And you'll tell me, no, I haven't done personal development in 3 weeks, or I haven't done it all week, or no, I didn't have time for it today, or I didn't do this, or whatever excuse could happen. And I understand that that's like, it doesn't seem as important. If someone didn't tell me in the beginning of this business to start doing it, I don't know how I would have made it this far. I really don't, because I get in my head a lot, like just negative thoughts come into play and just doubts come into play, and people around you that are like, you're doing that, or they don't believe that you can become a millionaire, or whatever, all these different lies come into your head, and then you start like feeding off of that. And so personal development is huge. If you are not doing it, I am asking you as a leader to please do it. Like, please, not even just business standpoint. I'm talking about from a personal standpoint, from mental health standpoint. I wish they taught personal development in every single field. I wish they taught it with nurses. My sister's a nurse and she comes home mentally drained, and I always try to tell her, like, hey, like, what are you doing to pour into yourself? She's like, oh, nothing. I listen to music on the way to work. And I'm like, no, that's not personal development. And so I just want people to fill up their cups, because I can tell a difference when I talk to you guys, when y'all do y'all's personal development, and when you don't. When I don't do one for a day, I can feel a difference in how I feel and what I say, how I act, how I treat people. And take it from me, I tell y'all this all the time. And guess what I didn't do last month? I started putting this business before personal development. And guess what happened the first week of this month? I was drained. I was exhausted. I was not happy. Okay. And don't know if y'all talked to me during that time, and I can be honest here, but I was not on like my high horse excitement like I normally am. And so I took a full week really, really diving deep back into myself. And so it was kind of like I was going backwards for a second, and I don't want y'all to feel that. So personal development is key. If y'all have no clue what to listen to, if you feel like you're listening to something and it's just not vibing with you, y'all been doing personal development for years now. I can tell y'all whatever y'all need to listen to. So please just make sure to do that as a priority, because I have a vision for where I want us to all go. And I have a vision for us to go presidential. I have a vision for all of you guys to go diamond and above. And I have a vision for, even if y'all don't want to go diamond right now and y'all just want to go ruby, I have that vision for you guys. So if you don't have a vision for yourself, please borrow mine and know that I believe in you. And I truly believe this team is like, can make anything happen, like absolutely anything. So I'm just thankful to have y'all. So anyways, aside from the personal development part, but what I was going to say is this business is 80% mindset. And this is like actually what the company has said too. So it's not like I'm just bull crapping y'all. It's 80% mindset and 20% part of the work of what you put in. Obviously work is key, but mindset is considered work too. Okay. So whatever you do with it feeding into your mind, that's work. So both of those go hand in hand. So if you're missing one and you're doing completely the other, well, it's not a really great balance, And I heard a quote, and I'll read this to you guys really, really quickly, and then we can move on to like the actual money portion of it. But this was in my leadership book, and y'all know I always try to read something from this leadership book just because it's very, very helpful. And this can kind of give y'all some insight on just basically what your mindset can do for you if you're having hard days, and maybe if you're having good days, whatever it can do, it can push you forward into the next season of your life. So it says it's a state of mind. And it says failure is an inside job, so is success. If you want to achieve, you have to win the war in your thinking first. You can't let the failure outside you get inside you. You certainly can't control the length of your life, but you can control its width and depth. You can't control the contour of your face, but you can control its expression. You can't control the weather, but you can control the atmosphere of your mind. Why worry about the things you can't control when you can keep yourself busy controlling the things that depend on you? So number one, that you can't control outside circumstances of what happens to your business, what happens to your marriage, what happens to your kids growing up, what happens in just life. You can't control that, but that you can be a part of kind of what that outcome can look like because of your personal things that you put into it. And so that's what it's talking about. It said, I read an article that highlighted the strength, courage, and resilience of the Norwegian people. Some of the toughest explorers in history have come from Norway. It doesn't matter how harsh the climate or how difficult the circumstances, they always seem to persevere. The ability has become a part of their culture. They are a nation of the outdoor enthusiasts living on the edge of the Arctic Circle. The Norwegians have a saying that I think captures their attitude. There is no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. So it's basically like, let's be real. Okay, there is such thing as a bad day, because you can have a bad day and then like you feel like all these other things are happening and then it tumbles, and at the end of the day, you're like, this day was shitty. Okay, we all know that, but at the end of the day, it's like, would it be that bad if you didn't pour into yourself at the beginning of the day, And so that's just how much it takes for you to really set your mindset right and then go forward with the task of this business, then go forward with the task in just your life and how busy life can get. Sometimes we forget it and you are like, I don't have time to do this, but you have time to think negative thoughts. You have time for it. Okay. It's kind of like you don't have time to not do it, So just make that important priority, because I think that's really important going into the summer, going into the rest of the year. We're in game mode, you guys. We're about to go in fourth quarter. And if you've never been in fourth quarter in this business, it's lit. Okay. It's lit. There's a lot of effort behind it. And what you're doing now, and I've told y'all before, what y'all are doing now, the work that you are putting in today is what you're going to get paid for 3 months from now. So put your game faces on, get ready to make money. You are all in this business to make money. Okay. Can we just put like a 1 in the chat? If you join this business to make at least $1, like, can you put a 1? Because I feel like everybody in this business, in this group right here, has joined to make money. If you're not money driven, you still join to make money, Like it doesn't make sense if you join this business just to like have friends, which is great, but there's money aspect to it as well. So all of us are in here to make money. So why not utilize all of those things, okay? And so one thing that I personally want to talk about. So Amber shared it with me. She was supposed to share it on here, but she's on the Opportunity Lab party. She said that corporate was talking about it. And she said that 80% of people in just overall business, small businesses, whether you start a business, whether you're in a business, whatever, direct sales business like this, 80% more of people would stay if they at least just saw $1 in return in their first 2 weeks, in their first month. You know how mind-blowing that is? Do you know how many people join this business and then they quit? I mean, I'm not going to call anybody out, but Rachel, you just had a distributor, you signed up yesterday and then she quit today. That happens to us. And sometimes it's because they can't see the vision further than $1. And so that's where I want y'all to win, because I have a girl, she's not on here. She actually had to go fix something at her ranch that she works at, but she's going to watch this recording, so she'll see this. But she made $40 not wrap cash, but $40 keto cash in her, which is coffee cash, in her first week. And she's red. And so that hyped her up. So I want y'all to see those little wins. You have to see there are so many different ways to make money in this business rather than just commissions. If you're just waiting on your commissions check every month, what are you doing? I understand that you joined this business to make money and you're like, okay, commissions is great. I want to get customers. Y'all, customers are great, but if you're not doing the work behind it, how do you expect to get those customers, And so that's kind of something that you really have to ask yourself. And something that I was going to talk about is obviously commissions is great. We have the fast start bonuses that are out. So if you don't know this, which I feel like most of us do, you make what is it? It's 15% off of personally enrolled customers. So you make 15% to it. I can't remember if they changed it to 20%, but we'll say 15, be safe. You make 15% off of every single customer order that you get. And then if your team's orders, say you start signing up distributors, you make 15% off of all of them. So you make percentages off of their orders too. So can you imagine what that would do if you started building a team and helping them make money? So maybe if it's just you right now and you're like, I've only made $30. I've only made $100. I've only made $200 or whatever. Okay. You're just utilizing the commissions part. You're not utilizing everything else. And so the fast start bonuses, which you probably know this, but if you don't, I'm just going to reiterate this really quick and then I'll give y'all tips. Fast start bonuses are amazing. If you are not offering people to join this business with you, not only is that just you're missing out on money on this portion. I'm not talking about when people are money, but I'm saying you sign up a distributor. You help them get their first 6 customers, which we have such an amazing system to help people join in a training system. It's simple to do that. If they are hard work, if they're willing to put in the work, even if it's bare minimum, they can sign a customer. Okay. So if you help them sign their 6 customers, you get $150. Say you only get them 2. You only help them get 2, you still get $50. So for every 2 customers they get, you get $50 from each of those. So tallying up 6 customers, you sign 3 distributors a month minimum, because that's steps to success. That's what you're kind of expected to do. It's not you have to do this or else you're out, but it's more of an expectation at this point. You make, what is that? I'm bad at math, so I had to tally it before this. You make $450. Okay. 400, that doesn't sound right. Is that right? 150 times 3. Why does that sound so high? Hold on. I'm just going to double check before I sound stupid. Okay, 450. Okay, 450. You get $450 alone, you guys. And those come out on Fridays, okay? It's not even you have to wait till the 15th to get paid. So if you aren't offering people the business, I'll give y'all the message that I send. If you are not offering the business, you're missing out money right there, right then. If you're only offering customers and if you are only setting goals for yourself to only sign customers for the entire month, for the entire week, you are missing out on money. What can $450 do for you? And it's not something you have to wait till the 15th. So fast start bonus. Okay. Think about this. You get that. Then you get your commissions check. Okay. So whatever the freak your commissions check is, we know it can vary depending on how many customers you get. So say you join to be Ruby. Your commissions check, it's an average that's tallied in with the 3 distributors that you get. So your Ruby check would be $350, okay? And then with your bonuses on top of that, it would be above Ruby Pay, which is the average is $500. So that's your commissions check, $350. On top of your $450. Now we have the customer bonuses on Fridays, okay, on the full weeks, okay? They're testing it again, so we kind of have to knock it out of the park for this to actually stay, but I truly believe our team can do that. For every 5 customers that you get $100, you guys. Okay, if you can't do anything else, but you know that $100 can save your life and save your family's life, and it can literally save you from going into debt, or it could save you from being foreclosed on a house. Our family went through foreclosure on our house. It was a very awful experience. I pray that nobody ever has to go through that. Or maybe you can get off food stamps with that $100, whatever it might be. Start thinking about what that $100 can do for you. 5 customers, you guys, 5 freaking customers. Okay. On top of that, when you go diamond, and this is why I want people to go diamond. If you are brand new and you're like, what the hell is diamond? No worries. I can explain it to you. You can ask me any questions. But if you go diamond, once you go diamond, you literally get licensed to print money. And they talk about this all the time, but you actually get licensed to print money. Okay. They talk about it all the time in the company, but every time you have someone new join your team, not only do you get your $150, you get $80 on top of that for every person. So again, got to tally this up. 80 times 3, so that's 240 plus 450 on top of your $2,000 pay. That's $690 on top of that. Okay, and this is why people need to shoot for diamond, so you can make that extra money. Think about that. There's literally so many ways. Think about if you order a coffee. Okay, I always do this. So I try the products, I always use the products every single time. I'm a product with the product. Reasons you should do that is so you can have your own results and you can know why we love the product so much. You get products on hand. Okay, you get extras just to have on hand so you can sell samples from your house. I get an extra bag of coffee every month and I sell samples from hand, and I make minimum $100 normally each month on coffee samples. Okay, again, $100. What could that $100 do for you? That is like, there's so many different ways to make money. So if you're just focusing on, you know what, I'm going to send out 2 messages today, 3 messages today, 4 messages tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to post once a week. You're not cutting it. And I'm going to be very honest with you. We all join this business to make money, but you cannot sit here and be like, okay, I'm just going to have the goal to send 1 message a week. That's just not going to be possible. You're not going to get any results. 5 messages a week, you're not going to get any results. 10 messages a week, not going to get any results. 30 messages a week, maybe some responses, but you're not going to get what you want. So that's all the money. That's all the way we can make money. Then you promote. Then there's a level bonus. Okay. Anytime that you promote that certain rank, you have like a level bonus to that. So it depends on like what rank you go at, but you get paid on top of that. Okay. So you get the main commission, then you get a level bonus on top of that. You get the cabs, which is like the $80. Then you get fast starts on top of that. Then you're helping your team win. And you see how it can just go into like this domino effect of just success and money and helping people be successful. That is what I'm trying to help y'all see. There's way more money to be made than just your commissions and you waiting for it to come on the 15th. Okay, there's so many different opportunities, which is what I'm going to give y'all like the meat of what to do. Okay, so just bear with me. Let's see. I'm going to read this other snippet before I go into the task, because I want y'all to realize that we have to start like working as a team if you want to actually win with the things that you're doing. So this one is called Focused on Benefits of Completing a Task. So when I speak to most of you guys, most of y'all, I'll like talk to y'all and, you know, I love you guys to death. So like hear my heart when I say this, but when I talk to y'all and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And you're like, you don't instantly say, hey, I'm good. You instantly go into, oh, I've sent 5 messages or whatever. And so it's so funny because like I look at y'all more as friends than just like people on my team, but y'all instantly feel like y'all need to tell me how many messages y'all sent, how many times you posted and all these things. I love it though, because I'm actually the same way with Morgan. But most of y'all will tell me, oh, I did this, this, and this, but I didn't message. And I'm like, okay, so how's the 6 list going? You're like, good. I got everything done, but I didn't message. I didn't get messaging done today. I didn't message last week either. I didn't message yesterday. Then you text me with frustrations about how nobody's signing with you, or you haven't gotten enrollments, or nobody's posting for you, or you put those nobodies in front of everything. And it's funny because I'm like, okay, that's totally fine, but I automatically know and recognize the problem, but I have to diagnose the problem with you. So I started asking you questions, and then some of y'all are like, get defensive, and you're like, well, I didn't have any time today. My kids got crazy. I had to go to work. It was a bad day. That's not what I'm asking, okay? I'm here to be your coach before I'm your friend. So I'm here to tell you, if you aren't messaging, you are missing out on so much money. Like so much money, it's ridiculous. You can do all the things in the world. You can post, you can interact, you can, well, follow up is messaging, but following up is like messaging the old people you've already messaged. So I guess you can follow up. You can do personal development. You can pray all the time in the world for God to bless you and to God to bless your efforts. But if you don't have any efforts behind that, what is he going to bless? And so I think the biggest key here is messaging. And I don't understand. I understand it in a way. Me personally, I don't struggle with messaging. I think it's because it's literally, I just know the feeling that I get once I message, like I feel so good. And so that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. So this one says, focus on the benefits of completing a task. And it says, it is extremely difficult to be successful if you're forever putting things off. How many of y'all are procrastinators? Can I just be really honest and say I'm the world's #1 most person procrastinator, but I'm like, but I'll get it done. But I'll get it done. And that's something that I can actually say confidently, but I'll get it done. How many of you are procrastinators and then you don't get it done? Okay. Just think about that. So ask yourself that. I'm not calling anybody out, but just ask yourself, because I had to kind of do that. And I've always labeled myself as a procrastinator. And I'm like, why do I do that? Why can't I just do things on time? Like, why can't I just stop saying that? So it says procrastination is the fertilizer that makes difficulties grow. When you take too long to make up your mind about an opportunity that presents itself, you will miss out on seizing it. To become effective and make progress in your area of talent or responsibility, you can't spend your valuable time on unimportant or unnecessary tasks. So I'm going to make an assumption that if you do procrastinate about a task, it is a necessary one. If it's not, don't put it off, eliminate it. To get yourself out of the hump, focus on what you'll get out of it if you get it done. So this is what I want to tell you guys, because some of y'all are like messaging, ew, makes me want to crawl up my skin, ew, cringe, ew, disgusting, I can't do it, ew, no. Or you're like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid I'm going to get rejected. Like I have a girl on our team right now. She hasn't messaged in like 6 months because someone went off on her and it's like paralyzed her in fear. Has she moved in this business? No. Whose fault is that? Obviously, someone should never be rude to her, but she's paralyzed in that fear and it's her fault for not moving forward. And so I just want you to think about that. Like it says, to get yourself out of the hump, focus on what you'll get out of it once it's done. So it's like exercising or eating healthy or doing some, whatever the freak you want to do. Okay. Like going on a date with your husband, like it doesn't matter what it is, but you know the feeling that you get, the high that you get when you eat healthy, or when you go to the gym and you're like, oh my gosh, that felt good, even though you hated it during the process. Okay. I've been working out consistently in the gym for like 8 months now. Ask me if I like it. Absolutely not. The whole time I'm like, can this please be over? Okay. I still don't enjoy it, but after I'm done, I'm like, oh my freaking gosh. I look like I feel like I got abs, even though I don't, but I feel like I'm like making it up in my head that I got abs. Okay. So just think about that. And it actually gives you like an endorphin or whatever, like type of hormone when you work out or eat healthy or whatever. So think about that, like that feeling, that high that you get. And it says, will completing the task bring a financial benefit? We all know that doing this business will bring you a financial benefit. The company always talks about statistically, if you complete your 6 list and you're consistent, there's absolutely no way you won't see results, okay? And so we talk about this all the time. So will it bring you financial benefit? Absolutely, yes. Will it clear the way for something else you would like to do? Yes. Because how many times have you said that you wanted to join this business so you could stop working long hours at your other job, and then you're still at your other job because you decided not to take this business as seriously as you need to? And you know this business, if you just make $500 extra, if you just make $300 extra or $1,000 extra, you could quit that other job, or you can go down part-time to that job. You know that it's going to bring you freedom in some way, shape, or form. So yes, that's a yes. Does it present a milestone in your development or the completion of something bigger? Yes. Once you get over that hump of messaging and actually doing it, y'all, it is a breeze to do. I wake up and I'm like, let's get to messaging. Let's do it. Let's get it. And y'all, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm very successful in this business. Okay. I'm ass and roll in this business. I'm very successful because I do the work, and I've had to train myself. I was that person that joined this business for a year and did not do anything. And Morgan, I'm so glad that she did not give up on me, okay? Because now obviously we're about to go presidential and then ambassador and things. But like if she would have given up on me, I don't know what the freak would have happened. But I was that person that joined and didn't do anything for a year. So it says, does it represent a milestone in your development or the completion of something bigger? Yes. At the very least, does it help to clear the decks for you emotionally? Yeah. How many of y'all don't complete or say that you're going to, okay, you wake up, you say you're going to complete your 6 list. At the end of the day, you don't. And then that's all you think about. how disappointed you are in yourself that you didn't get your task done. Can we just be honest? Like, if that is you, can you put a 2 in the chat? I'll put a 2. I know I wake up, have all these dreams and things that I want to do, and I'm so excited to do whatever it is that I want to do. And then I wake up, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, wow, I could have done more. And then I go to sleep, and I'm like, I could have done this. I didn't do this. Oh my gosh, I got a message back to this girl. And then so I make a list for the next day, and then guess what happens again? Same exact thing, same exact disappointment. I want y'all to stop feeling that disappointment, because it not only affects me, I'm a yellow, and so like I feel everybody else's emotions. It really sucks sometimes, because I'm like, wow, I'm crying even though I don't even know this person, okay? So that's me. And so when y'all text me at the end of the day and you're like, I'm so disappointed in myself, I'm sick to my stomach at myself, like I'm just so mad at myself, it hurts me. I want y'all to be proud of yourselves at the end of the day. And it says, if you seek a positive reason, you are likely to find one. And it says, once you find that idea, start moving forward and act decisively. U.S. Admiral William Halsey observed, all problems become smaller if you don't dodge them, but confront them. Touch a thistle, I don't know what a thistle timidly, and it pricks you. Grasp it boldly, and its spines crumble. Y'all, that is, I don't know if y'all have ever read the book Eat the Frog, but you can listen to that if it's about a task, like do the first thing in the morning of the task that you hate the most, so it can like create a domino effect for your day. Listen to that if you really are having a hard time like getting over the hump of like messaging, getting over the hump of time management, getting over the hump of waking up early. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, it literally can like go to anything in your life. He relates it back to a lot of things for his personal self, but it allows you to see, okay, eat the frog, eat the frog, eat the frog. When I started doing that, the success that came in, the amount of people that come into my inbox daily because of the conversation I started with them a year ago, or because the interaction that I did, because on the days that I didn't want to, I still chose to do it, is insane. That's how I Madison rolls still to this day. Is I feel like it's like 50-50. 50% come to me, 50% I reach out to, okay? And so I want y'all to have that success. So here's what I want you to do, and this is kind of the game plan that I want you to do. I want you to have a perspective of what your day or what your week looks like. I want you to sit here and be like, okay, I know that tomorrow I have the same exact schedule as I do always. If you wake up at 6:30, I want you to dedicate at least waking up 10 minutes early. Y'all, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour if you're someone who's like, oh, I don't want to rest that sleep, whatever. I had to start waking up like 15 minutes early, because I knew that if I trained myself to like try to wake up an hour early, I would just click snooze, snooze, snooze. 15 minutes, not that much of an obstacle, okay? So wake up 15 minutes earlier. When you wake up in that 15 minutes earlier, instantly turn on some personal development. Turn on something that's going to fill you up. Spiritual wise, you can do personal development. I don't freaking care. Make a commitment to do that, and listen to this book if you need help with like starting like a morning routine. It's by Hal something. It's on YouTube that you can find it, but it's Miracle Morning, and it talks about just like the decisions that you make in the morning can affect your day and like your mental state and what it can do for you for the next couple of years. It's really freaking good. So listen to that. So anyways, make a decision to just go after it tomorrow. And so whatever task that you have that you take forever to do, and I really feel like all of us is messaging. I really feel like it is. I feel like interacting doesn't take that much time. Interacting, you can set a timer for 10 minutes and be done, 20 minutes done, whatever. Interacting, following, which I'm going to talk about with the host post that we're doing. So I feel like it really is just the amount of messaging that we do. And some of y'all think, okay, well, messaging is such a big task because you can just go on and on and on and on. You don't know when to stop. Well, guess what? You set a timer for 10 minutes, 20 minutes at a time. Send as many messages as you can out, and don't get disturbed by it. So like you just put do not disturb on your phone. You don't reply back to any messages. If you have people that are like, yeah, I'll post for you, I know you get really excited. You're like, oh my gosh, okay, I got to give them this post right now. No, hold off. Send as many messages as you can. Play some music. If it's not fun for you to do that because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a blue, I thrive off of having fun and it disgusts me to send messages, get up and dance. Get up and listen to music. Stand up, go do something. Go do something that fills up your cup. Listen to something in the background that's going to motivate you just to keep going, Have your dream board right in front of you. Have that vision of to why you're sending messages in the first place, okay? And I want y'all to take this seriously and do this for even 6 days straight. And imagine the feeling that you will get when you start getting replies. Because the less messages you send, and I'm not trying to be like super negative, the less messages you send, the less results that you get. You send 10 messages, you're more than likely going to get maybe one person that says, maybe I'm interested. You go up to 20 messages, you'll get like 3 people that are like, yeah, I'm interested. Maybe 2 will post for you. Maybe the rest will ignore you. I don't know. I don't go back and see who all ignored me. I don't look at those messages. So if that's something that you're actually doing right now, is you're sitting here telling people, hey, can you put up a post for me? And then you stop and then you go look, okay, did they reply? Did they read this message? That's a waste of time. And that's also setting an expectation up for failure, because you're expecting people to not reply to you. And we don't want that. We know what we expect, what we think you actually have happen. So don't do that. And so host to post is where I have the biggest success. That's where I've enrolled for the past couple of years. I stick to it. It works for me. I'm asked to enroll on there. I find all my distributors and customers on there. Do host to post. And when I say do host to post, I don't mean you put up one host to post a week saying, hey, I'm giving away $500. Can you comment your favorite emoji? No, that's great. That's a great way to pull people in. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying go to your friends list, sort them from new to old, because you should always be adding every single day. Because if you don't add to your new network, guess what you're going to do? You're going to run into the same people over and over again. It's going to get boring for you. You're going to get discouraged, and you're going to say, why does nobody ever want to post for me? Or why do I keep running into the same people over and over again? Add, 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 add. And Amber, I am about to let you take over in a minute, just talking about host to post, because you are a queen about that. But adding, what I do is I sort my friends from newest to old, and then I just like do like couple thumb taps away. I go like maybe 4 thumb taps down, but I also add a lot. So guess what? I might have added like a lot of people this month. So I don't message people I just messaged or I just added this month. You can look at by it on the 3 dots on the side, and it says when y'all joined. So if I asked them to be my friend last month, I'm going to message them. Okay. And I message them this. And y'all can choose what y'all want to do. You can choose which one works better for you or what sounds better for you. You can send this. This is the one that I get best responses from. Sorry, I'm waiting for it to load. If you don't like that one, you can do this one. And I think, and Amber will talk about this, but I think a lot of people are like, if you try one thing, you're instantly like, oh, this doesn't work for me after you send 2 messages. And it's a trial and error, you guys. Or you can send this one. You can use any of those. Some people, hey girl has a question, works amazing. The second and the first one, or the first one really works bomb for me. When they say yes, if you feel like you have not gotten host to post up in a while, this is what I want you to focus on for the rest of the month. And I will never tell people to do this, especially if they're just getting their first few customers. If you feel like you are struggling to add and you feel like you're having a struggle getting messages up or getting people to put up things for you, you're going to send them all this. People who agree to put up posts for you, you're going to give them all giveaway posts. All giveaway posts. You're probably gonna be like, but what, I'm gonna miss out on customers and distributors. No, you're not. You're gonna give them a message like this, and you can change it up to make it fun. I'm super blue, so I like to see people like debate on whether they like this or that, or you can do the toilet paper roll where you're like over or under socks. The one that I did one not too long ago, and it said socks on or off while you're sleeping. That one blew up for me. It's really fun because people get really funny with it. Or how many times do you change your sheets? Like, all the interactive posts that we normally do on our page, you can use that as a giveaway post for your people. So they put that up for you. And guess what? When people comment on their post and they say, you know, Target's my favorite, guess what? All you simply say is this. And it's going to allow you to add so many new people to your network. And guess what? You're going to send them a post. So they're going to say entry. I always get people who say that. So guess what I say? And y'all better be adding these to y'all's notes so y'all can save these, because if I don't start hearing success stories from y'all doing this, then I'm going to be upset because this works so well. not really, I'm not gonna be upset, but so I'll say, yay, thankful for to be doing this, if you could please put this up for me. And guess what I'm gonna give them? Okay, I'm gonna give them, this one's working really well for Kelsey. I have not really used it that much, so I can't say anything about it, but Kelsey, she's signed multiple customers off of that. She's done that one. I'll do this one, which it's summer now, so you can always change the verbiage on this. So obviously you could just say who's interested in losing 20 pounds. And guess what? If you need to complete your steps to success, use this one. We always want to focus on distributors. So if you need to split it up, like you get 3 potential distributor hosts post up and you get the rest up customer, you can switch it up back and forth. And guess what? After those people post for you, all of those people who post for you, the original ones that you message and the people who are doing the entry ones for this, you're going to message them this. And y'all, it is like a constant flow of combos for me all day because of this, all day. And that's where y'all see me always comment and post, oh my gosh, got another host post up, got this host post up, got this host post up, sign this. It's because I'm constantly in flows of conversation. And if you're not doing this, y'all, you are really, I am telling you guys, I don't know how other way to say this. And if you're like, I will never message a day in my life, you can try all you want to do attraction marketing. I do a lot of attraction marketing, but I can tell you still to this day, I have to message. And I will never not message. Number one, because I know it's selfish of me not to offer the business opportunity, because it's probably a mom or someone out there that has been praying and they cannot get a job offer, or, you know, they have had bad experiences with other companies and they don't want to leave their baby, or literally whatever the case. And so I come into their life and I'm like, hey, I think you would be really good with this. So you can message this to them too, and they put up a host post for you. And that's the potential distributor one. So it's selfish of you not to ask, because what if they're praying for an opportunity and you didn't ask? Okay. I literally had people, and I'll tell this again, I've had people who will message me and say, you don't even know how badly I was about to end my life, and then you messaged me. You literally just saved a life. Okay. And so there's so many different perspectives, and I know that kind of got like a little sad for a second, but please know you're missing out on so much money. It is ridiculous if you aren't messaging. And if you aren't making the time to message, y'all, I worked a full-time job until last year, okay, doing this business. I was in college full-time. I was a college athlete, okay? I did all the things. I was busy. I can say busy was definitely on my, like, top 5 words that I used of the year. I was busy, okay? I was very, very busy, and guess what? Time management is just my best friend, and I got to triple diamond working a full-time job. So if you aren't even Ruby yet and you're like, I don't have time, you have time. You're just not making this business a priority, and you're not making messaging a priority because, number one, you might be paralyzed with fear, which, if we're being honest, it's kind of freaky sometimes if you're new and you're like, I have to message people, I have to reach out to people. Ugh! But when you exercise that muscle, and then when you get that first response where someone's like, oh, of course I'll message for you. Of course I'll post for you. I love helping small businesses. Yes. It gives you that high to where you want to do it again. And then you want to do it again. And then you want to do it again. And then guess what? When you do it the next day, it's going to build and build and build. And then you're going to see the enrollments, the people you're talking to, they're going to refer you. And it's just like an ongoing process. And so I think so many of us skip this step. And then so you just get like discouraged, and you're like, this business isn't for me. This business isn't working. What can I do differently? What am I doing? And then I'm like, you have to start. You have to start messaging. Messaging. You can do all the other things in the world, but if you're not asking, y'all, I don't know how else to tell y'all in a very nice way that your success is probably going to come a lot harder than if you see other people. You see other people on here, and I was going to tell y'all this, and if you're newer, you might not know this, but I paid off all my debt last year. I paid $24,000 off in debt last year. Went to a full month-long vacation to Europe, was a $5,000 trip. I paid off my car, $9,000. I was able to do literally all the things, and income disclosure statement, but I was able to do all these things because I just decided that I was worth it, that my dreams were worth it, and that my fear of messaging and reaching out to people was little compared to the things that I wanted to do. And I know that sometimes that can just seem so hard, and you're like, but it's messaging, like it's freaky. I don't want to reach out to people. What if someone's rude to me? If they're rude to you, it is only one thing, and it is something that is wrong with them. and I'm saying this in like a best Christian way that I can possible, if they say no to you, guess what? They just don't support you, and that's okay. Just like you might not support McDonald's, you might not support Walmart, you might not support whatever. Doesn't matter. Just unfollow and move on. That's the worst they can do. If they go off on you, which I've had happen before, so guess what? We can just kill the elephant in the room right now. If they go off on you, say the worst case scenario, they go off on you, they tell you you're a POS, all these things, what's the worst it can do to you? You can just click that unfollow button and keep going, okay? You can click that block button, just keep going. People who do not support you do not belong to be in your presence anyway, sis. You are worth it. You joined this business to be the best version of yourself and to create dreams happening for you and your family, and then you want to create a legacy for your the people around you. Like, they don't deserve to be in your presence. I would kill to be around all of you guys, okay? So I respect y'all for just going for it. And so I'm telling y'all to take one step further and message. Like, I literally, for the rest of this month, I need you to challenge each other because we're going somewhere as a team. I can't go alone. Me and 2 other leaders can't go alone. We need a group. We need all of us to go together. And if we're not all doing this together, if we're not all winning together, what are we doing? What is my job? What is my purpose? If I'm giving y'all the tips, if I'm saying, hey, go message this host post, and then you message me a week later saying, I really wanted to make this $100, but I didn't have enough time to message. But you had enough time to complain to me that you saying that you can't message. You had enough time to go watch Netflix. You had enough time to sit here and make a priority for other things that aren't as important as your dreams, aren't as important as you making that $100 or that $500 or that $600 or whatever it might be. Utilize the tools. Message. And I'm going to stop talking. I do have more points. This was a quote that I saw that I wanted to share with you guys, but it says, doing the work is hard, but so is not living the life God promised you. Choose your heart. So I really do want you to choose your heart this week. Anytime that you pick up your phone and you're like, I really don't want to freaking message. Oh my gosh. Text me. Say, Macy, I really don't want to message right now. I'm like, message. What's your dream? I'm going to remind you of your dream. Just freaking do it, you guys. Do it. And the feeling that you get behind it, chase for that feeling, okay? Chase for the feeling of what you get when someone supports you. And I don't mean go send 10 messages and be done. Nor do I mean go send 15 and be done. Nor do I mean go send 20. Y'all, I spent like a month ago, I sent out like 100 messages and only got 4 replies. But then guess what happened? A week later, I signed like 20 customers. It might not happen instantly, but it's going to happen. It's just the science behind the magic of like what we do. Okay. So you can't sit here and be like, okay, I just sent 40 messages. I'm not going to get any replies. Well, then you might not, because what you're speaking out is happening, but also at the same time, it might not you might not get a reply right then, but guess what? Someone might see that message that you sent 2 weeks ago, and then they might now just reply. Okay. So you have to have patience. You have to have perseverance. You have to have that vision for yourself and know that your dreams are worth messaging. And my messaging on Host Post is literally what I do all the time. And then this is the message that I send if y'all ever want to offer people the business. This is what I offer them on Instagram. And then if I see someone who's like fire and I'm like, your profile is cute, why are you not on my team? I send them this. So, Amber, if you want to talk a little bit, I know that I told you the offensive defensive thing that you had mentioned to me earlier was so good. I really feel like that's going to be important. But I told them at the beginning of this, I started off talking about how much money they can make with the $100 bonuses, with the fast starts, with cabs when you go diamond. I was just talking about all the different opportunities that we can make. And I feel like a lot of people are missing out on that. And I want us to win as a team. So anything you want to add, and then as far as like host to post, specific things to do with that, like whatever you want to say, you're more than welcome to add.
Yeah, I was thinking of so many points when you were talking, and guys, like I was just at Winner Circle, so my perspective on literally everything just switched. Like everything that I knew it just switched. Like my mindset has been completely different, and how I view the business and how I view different things is just totally different because of Winner Circle. So surround yourself with people. Like I was around ambassadors and triple diamonds and presidential diamonds, and it was just crazy. But when Macy was talking about like people coming to her and saying, I'm doing this wrong, or, like I'm doing it wrong, like it's not working. Okay, here's the thing. it's not right or wrong. It's if it's working or if it's not working, right? So if you're saying it's what I'm doing is wrong, it's just wrong. No, it's just not working for you. And that's when you just have to pivot. Okay. Because I was doing the same thing. I'm like, this host post, it's all wrong. Like, it's all wrong. Like, I was using the wrong terminology. And that's like how you speak things, how we talk about that all the time. I was like, it's wrong. And instead of, oh, well, this just isn't working for me, I'm just going to pivot and I'm going to use another host to post, or adding to my network, like, I'm just doing it wrong. I would say that all the time. I'm doing it wrong. Well, no, I just have to pivot, and now I'm using giveaway host to post, like what Macy was saying, and now I'm seeing a lot of people adding to my network. So just know that just the way that you talk is extremely important. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is if you're getting frustrated, know that frustration causes fear, and fear paralyzes you. Okay, that's something that they talked a lot about at Winner Circle. If you're getting frustrated in your business, or you're getting frustrated with host of posts, or you're getting frustrated with this or frustrated with that, it's going to cause fear, right? Because then you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to reach my dreams, right? And then it's going to paralyze you, and then you're not going to do anything at all. So take it at that first step, take it at that frustration level, reach out to your enroller, right? Reach out to a sideline. Like, I know I talked to Macy and I talked to Morgan and even like Jordan or Beck. I'm just frustrated. You know what I mean? And we have a double chat, and I say that I'll reach out to people because I want to stop it at that frustration level, right? I don't want it to cause fear and then be paralyzed and then just not work at all. So that's something that Macy brought up. The other thing about the money thing, and I'm going to do the offensive defensive thing last, but I want to say, and this isn't just for you guys, this is just for any potential distributor that you're bringing into the business, right? When you're training them, okay? And Kyler Pentecost was talking about this, and he was talking about just the retention of our distributors and this $100 bonus that we have going on. Talk about it, okay? And the reason I say that is people who in the business join the business and they do not make any money over the course of 90 days, 1 in 5 stay in the business. Okay, so if they're coming in, they're not working, they make no money at all, 1 in 5 stay in the business. If they earn $1, and this is like a statistic, I don't know, I don't have the actual thing, but Kyler Pentecost, is coming from him, so I'm going to trust him. But he said if they earn $1, 75% of those distributors stay, which is crazy to me. So when we're talking about money and we're bringing new distributors in, they join for the money, right? A lot of people join for the money. Yes, they stay for long-term stuff, but they're going to join for the money. So make sure that you're training your distributors properly, okay? Use the training that Morgan uses. It's crazy. Like, her retention for distributors are so high, and they're signing their customers left and right. They're making that $1 within whatever, but people can join and make that $100 within a week. Like, that's crazy, right? And if you have 50% off codes, they're making $50 in the first week. You know what I mean? Look at it that way. And then he also said that learning how to chart diamond doesn't keep them, $1 does. So just know when we're talking about this money aspect, and like, I hate talking about money. Like, I don't like it, but it's something that I need to start doing with my new distributors because that's what's going to keep them. But what I did want to talk about is, and this kind of goes all together, right? So what Macy was talking about in building your business and all of the things. First of all, I just want to say that this new product, guys, build your freaking business now. Like, I am telling you, I can't tell you, I signed a disclosure statement, but I'm just saying, build your freaking business because this is gonna take off. It's gonna take off. I'm like pumped about it. Like, I'm so excited about it. But anyway, so we have 5 minutes, so I'm gonna make this quick, but I just want to say, being at Winner Circle was just incredible. And my aha moment didn't necessarily come from sitting down at corporate or doing anything. It was literally paying beanbags with Morgan. Okay. And never play beanbags with Morgan because she doesn't hit the board. She hits me. She was hitting me, but that's beside the point. And then Rachel Jones was next to us and she was hitting our board and it was just a hot mess. But anyway, so the people that we were playing with, the one girl was a diamond, earned her spot. She was a diamond, insane. So if you're going after the island, go after it because I know you can. And so her husband, so I was on the side with her husband, Morgan's on the other side. And if you don't know how to play cornhole, that's what we were playing. So like if you throw one bag on and they throw another bag on, you like cancel each other out. It's like a cancellation kind of game. So he was like incredible. So my strategy this whole time was he would throw a bag, get it in the hole. So my thinking was, well, I'm just going to get it in the hole to cancel out his points, right? Or if he got it on, I would cancel out his points. And me and Morgan the whole time were like, yeah, we're playing defense. Like, let's just play defense. We don't want them to like play any or get any points or whatever. And no, we weren't drinking. We're both pregnant. So, but it was just wild. So anyway, so I was like, I just had this switch and I was like, no, like why am I playing defense here? I should not be playing defense. I should be playing offense, right? I should be not only canceling his out, but I should be going further and I should be getting more in the hole than him. So when I shifted my perspective that way, I started getting points. And not only did I start getting points, but my perspective shift helped Morgan. And then Morgan started getting points, which was a freaking miracle because she was hitting me like when the game started. So I just want to say that in your business, stop playing defense. Okay, we all look at it, at least for me, I was looking at it as a defensive game, right? I was looking at it as, okay, well, I lost this volume, I need to replace it. Or I lost this volume, okay, I need to sign a customer to replace it. Look at it as I'm losing this volume, so why am I not signing more distributors to bring in distributors that not only replaces that volume, but it now triples the volume that was there. So switch your perspective of replacing and start building, right? So when we're talking about host to posts, right? And I know this sounds so weird and it sounds so like cliche, right? This offensive and defense thing. But like when we're talking about business or when we're talking about host to posts, that's building your business. That's playing offense, right? Instead of playing a defense and just posting on your wall and that's all you're doing. Or if right now you're sending 10 messages a day, that's defense. You got to be sending 50. You got to be sending 50 messages because now you're playing offense. Now you're really going for it. But the thing that I want to tell you is you got to get your team playing offense too. Okay? Because you doing that, you playing offense in your business and you signing the distributors and you seeing the volume coming in, they're going to want to play offense with you because that's what happened. When I started playing offense, Morgan started playing offense. So just know when you have that perspective shift, I'm just going to sit back and I'm just going to be complacent here and I'm just going to play defense and I'm just going to hold my rank because that's how I was. I'll be honest, when I went diamond, I was playing defense. And I'll tell you what, they always say that defense wins games. I don't know how you sports people was, but defense, when I played defense in this business, I was not winning. I lost my rank at diamond because I was complacent. And I wasn't building and I wasn't playing offense. I'm telling you, I could have probably been triple by now if I would have kept playing offense when I hit diamond. But instead, when I hit that rank that I'm comfortable at, and I'm seeing some names down here, and I know that you're comfortable at that rank, is when you need to start playing offense. So that was just like one takeaway that I got from Winner's Circle. Obviously, that was just like a simple little thing that we were just literally playing cornhole, but that's what happens when you're around these people, leveling up your circle, and you're around people that think like that. You start thinking like that, and then you just think of these analogies and you're like, holy crap. So that was just like a big thing. So I just want to say start playing offense. And I'm telling you this, when you start doing that and you start building this new product, you're going to take off.
I love every single thing of that. And thank you so much for speaking because y'all, I could like cry. I mean, I just care for you guys so much and I just want to see all of y'all win. And so when I do see y'all playing defense, and it's not even just y'all, I catch myself doing that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I was on the phone, I was on the FaceTime with Amber. I was trying to cut this quick because I know we have the family call, but I was on the phone with Amber and I was just like, she was telling me this and I was like, that's so good. We need it for our Zoom. And I was like, wait a minute. I've been playing defense. And so many of y'all have just been like, okay, I just got to maintain. I just got to maintain my customers. Oh my gosh, my customer is canceling. What am I going to do? I'm not going to maintain Ruby. No, you are. Be confident that you are. Be confident that you're just going to shoot to the next level. So many of us have so much opportunity left for the rest of this month. And so many of y'all, including myself, we've been playing small. We've been playing defense. And it's not fun. Like, I'm not having fun, okay? I want to have fun with high enrollments. I want to have fun seeing y'all win. I want to see y'all make the $100. I want to see me make the $100. And so that's why I wanted to have this kind of like huddle this tonight, and just props for y'all getting on, because you could have made all the excuses in the world as to why you couldn't get on. Okay. But you're on. And that's when I know that you are here to win and play offense. And so this week, starting tonight, be prepared this week to play offense and just to win every single thing that you do. Win at sending messages, win at getting host to post up, win at all the things. Do the tips that I actually gave you. So start doing the giveaway posts. Have them blow up, y'all. And I promise you're going to see a difference. I'm so confident in this that the next time y'all do this, which is tomorrow, or maybe you're going to finish sending messages tonight, the results are going to be so good. You're going to text me and you're going to get good feedback. So anytime you get a host to post up, I want you to text me. I literally want you to text me, because when y'all have little wins like that, it does not have to be enrollment based and it does not have to be money based. It can be just the excitement that you have. That honestly inspires me more as a person and a leader to know that I'm doing the right things. Because sometimes I'm really hard on myself and I'm like, am I failing our team? What am I doing? Like, are we winning? And this month I felt like I felt so badly. Like, I really have felt really crappy. I felt like we haven't been as loud as a team. I feel like our enrollments haven't been as excited. And guess what? It starts with me. And so I've got to stop playing defense, and I'm stopping today. Like, I've already stopped this weekend. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. And all day I've been thinking about the Zoom. And we were at a pool party. I was like, Dallas, we got to get back. I got to get back. I'm so excited for this. So I just want to say thank you guys for hopping on. We do have our family call happening right now. It's on Mark Pentecost page. Go on his live and he'll always announce something fun. Hop on that, and then I will share this recording. But just please, for the love of Jesus, show up for yourself. You deserve it. Your dreams deserve it. Your dreams don't deserve to die. They deserve to just flourish in your life, okay? You deserve everything. I love you guys. Just know that you're worth it. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, whatever it might be, and just tell me you're excited. If you truly are excited, I want to know, because I want that excitement for you. And I'm just excited to see what else happens this month. So I love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Bye, you guys.